Attention! Emergency alert. If you wake up and see two moons in the sky, follow these instructions immediately. Step 1. Get inside. Step 2. Close all windows and doors. Lock them. Step 3. Go to sleep immediately. Step 4. Do not go outside until morning. Failure to follow these instructions will result in horrors of insurmountable magnitude. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill. Do not look at the two moons.
Did everyone else just get that? What the hell was that about?
Yeah, I saw it. That's the most heated emergency alert I've ever seen.
I'm so confused right now. Two moons in the sky? Is this some kind of joke?
Has to be. Government trying to scare us again. Probably another drill or something.
But it literally said it's not a drill, and the wording was so specific. Why would they make up something so bizarre?
I'm looking at astronomical databases right now. There's absolutely no way a second moon could just appear overnight. Physics doesn't work that way. And this equipment is NASA-grade stuff I borrowed from my university, so I doubt it'd be inaccurate.
Then why would they send that alert? It went to everyone's phones, TV, radio, everything.
Mass hysteria control. They probably want to see how many people will blindly follow instructions. Classic government psychological experiment.
Ryan, that's a really dangerous assumption. What if this is real? What if there really is some kind of threat?
Ashley, I'm an engineering major. I know physics. Moons don't just appear out of thin air.
But what if it's not actually a moon? What if it's something else that looks like a moon?
See? Emily gets it. It's probably some military test or alien invasion nonsense. Either way, I'm not locking myself in my room like a pussy.
Can we please just think about this rationally? The message was very specific about the consequences. Horrors of insurmountable magnitude. That's not typical government language.
I'm checking NASA's website right now. What a surprise. There are no announcements about any ongoing celestial events. No meteor showers, no solar flares, nothing.
Maybe it's classified then? Maybe they can't tell us what it really is?
Or maybe it's complete bullcrap designed to control us. I say we go outside and see what's actually happening.
No, absolutely not. If there's even a 1% chance that this is real, we need to follow the instructions.
Ashley, you're being a paranoid loser. There's no scientific basis for any of this.
And you're being reckless. This isn't a physics problem you can solve with equations. This is a potential life or death situation.
My roommate just texted me. She got the same alert. Says everyone in her building is freaking out.
Of course they are. People are sheep. They'll believe anything if it comes from an official source.
I'm going to message my astronomy professor. Professor Brooks will know if there's any legitimate astronomical phenomenon happening.
It's almost midnight, Tyler. He's probably asleep.
This is important enough to wake him up.
What if we're supposed to be asleep already? What if just being awake right now is dangerous?
Emily, calm down. You're letting the fear get to you. That's exactly what they want.
I'm going to close my blinds and lock my door, just in case.
You're all overreacting, but fine. I'll humor you. Professor Brooks isn't answering anyway.
I just looked outside my window. The sky looks normal. Just one moon.
See? I told you it was nothing.
Emily, you shouldn't have looked outside. What if the alert is about something that hasn't happened yet?
Huh?
What if the two moons haven't appeared yet? What if the alert is preparing us for something that's coming?
That's actually a good point. The alert said, if you wake up and see two moons, it was talking about waking up, not staying awake.
Oh God. So we might see them when we wake up tomorrow?
Or never. Because this is all fake. But I'm curious now. What if I just stay awake and watch the sky? See if anything actually happens?
Ryan number, that's exactly what the alert warned against.
I have to admit, I'm curious too. If something impossible is supposed to happen, I want to observe it.
Please don't. I have a really bad feeling about this.
Listen to Emily. She's right to be scared.
You're all being ridiculous. But fine. I'll stay inside. For now.
I'm going to set up my telescope, just in case.
Tyler, what did I just say?
I won't look directly at anything suspicious. I'll just monitor the sky is all.
I can't stop thinking about those words. Horrors of insurmountable magnitude. What does that even mean?
It means they're trying to scare you, and it's working.
My sister just texted me. She's at State University. She got the same alert. It's not just our campus.
I'm checking social media. Everyone's talking about it. Same message. Different locations, coast to coast.
This is really happening. This is actually real.
Or it's a really elaborate hoax. Wouldn't be the first time the government lied to us.
I'm going to follow the instructions exactly. Close my windows, lock my door, try to sleep.
It's only 11:47 p.m. I usually stay up until at least 2 a.m. This is going to mess up my entire sleep schedule. God.
Tyler, please. Just this once. Can you prioritize safety over your schedule?
I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to stay up and see what happens. Someone needs to be brave enough to find out the truth.
That's not brave, that's stupid. The alert specifically said not to go outside until morning. It didn't say anything about staying awake.
Actually, it said to go to sleep immediately, which implies staying awake might be dangerous too.
Textbook psychological manipulation, in my opinion.
Ryan, I'm begging you. Please, just follow the instructions. If nothing happens, you can make fun of us tomorrow. But if something does happen, at least you'll be safe.
I'm torn. The scientist in me wants to observe, but the rational part of me knows this is some freaky crap. Government emergency alerts don't usually involve impossible astronomical phenomena.
I'm going to try to sleep. If something bad is going to happen, I don't want to see it.
Fine, I'll compromise. I'll stay inside with the lights off, but I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to watch from my locked window.
Ryan, that's still not following the instructions. The alert said to not look at it.
Not even through the glass?
I think that's exactly what it means. Complete isolation from the outside.
That's what I'm gonna do. Total compliance? Better safe than sorry.
You're all cowards, but whatever. I'll close my blinds. Happy now?
I'm going to check one more time, see if any official sources have released more information.
Hurry up and then go to sleep. I'm already under my covers, trying to calm down.
Good idea, Emily. I'm doing the same. Good night, everyone. Stay safe.
Nothing new online, just the same alert. Over and over. Good night, I guess. This is so weird. You guys need to see this. CNN just posted, "Mysterious emergency alert baffles world leaders." The BBC's current #1 headline is, "Global Two Moons Warning. No government claims responsibility." Even Reuters just sent out a report saying, "Emergency broadcast origin unknown. Officials deny involvement."
What do you mean no government claims responsibility? Someone had to send that alert.
That's what's so messed up. Every major news outlet is saying the same thing. No agency, no department, no country is taking credit.
Huh? Emergency alerts don't just send themselves, though.
Unless they do, maybe the system got hacked. Or maybe it's automated based on some detection system.
I've been reading about it all day. The alert went out simultaneously across every platform. Television, radio, cell phones, internet, even emergency sirens in some cities.
That makes it more terrifying, not less. If no one knows who sent it, how do we know if it's legitimate?
Or maybe it's completely legitimate, and that's why they won't admit to it. Maybe they don't want people to panic about what's really happening.
I couldn't sleep at all last night. I kept thinking about those words. Horrors of insurmountable magnitude. Plus the image of people literally being decapitated straight after.
I'm going to check the sky properly tonight, see if anything actually happens.
Tyler, we agreed to follow the instructions.
We didn't agree to anything. You want to follow the instructions. I want answers.
I'm with Tyler on this one. If something's supposed to happen tonight, we need to know what it is.
Please don't. What if the alert was right? What if something terrible happens to you?
Emily's right. We don't know what we're dealing with. Better to err on the side of caution.
Screw caution. I'm going outside right now. It's dark enough to see if there are two moons.
Ryan, no. It's only been one night. What if this is the night?
Then I'll finally get some answers.
Wait. Let me grab my telescope first and I'll go out of my house at the same time. If we're going to observe, at least do it scientifically.
Both of you stop. This is stupid.
Guys, holy crap. I'm outside right now. There are definitely two moons in the sky.
Ryan, get inside now. Get inside immediately. I told you it was real.
Calm down, I'm fine. Nothing's even happening to me, LOL.
Are you serious? There are actually two moons?
Dead serious. The second one is smaller though, dimmer too. But it's definitely there.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Ryan, please go back inside.
The alert said not to look at them. You're putting yourself in danger.
I'm literally fine, but do you see now? The whole thing was a scare tactic. There's no danger whatsoever.
What exactly are you seeing? Describe everything.
The normal moon is in its usual spot, full and bright. The second moon is maybe 30 degrees to the east, about 3/4 the size. Same craters and everything, just smaller.
Ryan, I'm serious. Get inside right now.
Ashley, relax. I'm proving that the whole alert was garbage. There's nothing dangerous about this at all.
What if the danger isn't immediate? What if it builds up over time?
Then I'll let you know, but I'm going to keep watching. And now that I'm looking, it seems that the second moon has some interesting patterns on it.
Such as?
Well, it's hard to describe, but they look like geometric shapes in the craters, almost like they're structures of some kind.
That doesn't sound natural. Ryan, please, I'm begging you.
It's probably just how the light is hitting it, or maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me. But I swear it looks like there are lines connecting different craters.
Lines? Interesting.
I don't want to know about patterns. I don't want to think about lines.
Wait, the patterns are moving. No, that's not right. They're shifting, like they're rotating or something.
Ryan, stop looking at it. Go back inside now.
Moving patterns? That's impossible unless it's not actually a moon.
What do you mean, not actually a moon?
Well, I've been running calculations all day. A second moon appearing overnight would cause massive gravitational disruptions, tidal waves, earthquakes, orbital changes. Think of the movie Geostorm, but on crack. but none of that has happened.
So what is it then?
Honestly, I'm not sure yet, but I'm fairly sure it's not just some massive satellite.
Which is exactly why Ryan needs to stop looking at it.
The lines are definitely moving now. They're forming patterns, almost like circuitry or a computer motherboard.
Ashley, are you okay? Did you get that alert last night?
Nicole, yes, I got it. Are you safe? Are Mom and Dad okay?
We're all fine, but Dad is talking about boarding up the windows. He thinks it might be some kind of terrorist attack.
Maybe that's not a bad idea, just until we know more.
Do you think it's real?
Kind of, but my friend Ryan is outside right now looking at 2 moons, and I'm terrified something's going to happen to him.
2 moons? Like actually in the sky?
Yup, and still he won't come inside.
Should I look outside too?
No, absolutely not. Stay inside and keep the curtains closed. Promise me?
I promise.
Yeah, guys, they were hard waffling. I've been staring at it for 20 minutes now, and still nothing bad has happened. The alert was clearly meant to keep people from discovering the truth.
What if the bad effects are just delayed? What if they don't happen immediately?
Then we'll deal with that when it happens. But right now, I'm the only one with first-hand information. This is bigger than just some emergency alert. This is proof that we're not alone.
Or proof that our own government has technology that we don't know about.
Either way, it's dangerous. The alert warned us for a reason.
The alert warned us because they don't want us to know. Think about it. If this thing has been up there before and people have seen it, they need a way to keep it secret.
Other students are talking about it on campus. Some are staying inside, like the alert said. Others are going out to look.
What are they saying about it?
Mixed reports. Some see 2 moons. Some don't see anything unusual. Some say they see structures on the surface. Others just see normal moons.
That's even more terrifying. Why would different people see different things?
Maybe it depends on how long you look, or maybe it depends on the person. But I've been out here for almost 30 minutes now, and I'm not dead, so...
Ryan, I don't care. Just, we need to know more.
This is too much. I can't handle this.
You guys are overreacting. I'm completely fine. Better than fine, actually. I feel energized, like I'm seeing something I was meant to see.
Energized? From looking at the moons? Bro, please don't go hippie on me.
That sounds like the beginning of something bad. Ryan, whatever you're feeling, it's not natural.
How do you know what's natural? Maybe this is natural. Maybe we've been living our whole lives without seeing what's really there.
Ryan, go inside now. This is not a request. I'm calling campus security.
Don't you dare! This is the most important thing that's ever happened to me. I'm not going to let you ruin it.
Ryan, dude, maybe Ashley's right. Maybe you should go inside and process what you've seen.
I'm not done looking yet. The patterns are still changing, still evolving. I need to see where this goes.
Cypher Team, emergency protocol activated. Did everyone receive the 2 moons emergency alert last night?
Affirmative. Same broadcast went out through every major communications network, including classified military channels.
Received it on my secure laboratory terminal, along with every civilian device I own.
Got it here too. But here's what's interesting. I traced the signal origin.
And?
It didn't come from FEMA, didn't come from Homeland Security, didn't come from any civilian emergency management system.
I can confirm that. I've been checking NSA databases all morning. No record of this alert being authorized. No record of it being sent. But I found something else.
Go ahead, Mitchell.
Project Nightfall. Classified Defense Program. Level 5 clearance. Been in development for 37 months.
Nightfall? I've heard whispers about that project. Always assumed it was theoretical weapons research.
Well, it's not theoretical anymore, and according to these files, the emergency broadcast system integration was completed just last week.
They can hijack civilian emergency broadcasts?
More than hijack, they built a parallel system, completely independent of normal government channels. It can send alerts that look official but bypass all normal authorization protocols.
That explains the signal trace. The broadcast came from a military satellite. Designation Blackbird 7.
I need to share something with the team. I've been analyzing classified weapons documentation for months, specifically directed radio wave systems.
What kind of systems?
Orbital platforms capable of targeting specific geographical areas, using focused radio waves, originally designed for disabling enemy electronics. But the power levels they're testing, they're far beyond what you'd need for electronics.
What would you need those power levels for?
Biological targets, specifically neural tissue.
Jesus Christ.
Stevens, are you saying they have a weapon that can target people directly?
I'm saying they have a weapon that can cook someone's brain from orbit if they look at the right target for the right amount of time.
The emergency alert. It warned people not to look at the 2 moons.
Because looking at them would expose you to the beam.
This is worse than we thought. They're not just developing weapons. They're field testing them on civilians.
But then, what does this have to do with the second moon? Because they said not to look at it. Maybe it's some kind of protective device of sorts?
Maybe, but surely if they wanted to test the weapon, Wouldn't they want targets?
Control group. They need to measure the difference between exposed and unexposed populations.
Exposed populations meaning
The people who ignore the warnings. The people who look directly at their weapon platform.
And get targeted by the radio wave system.
We need to get proof. We need evidence that we can take public.
agreed. Mitchell, can you access satellite imagery? Real imagery, not the filtered versions they release to civilian agencies?
I can try. My clearance gives me access to NRO databases. National Reconnaissance Office handles all military satellite operations. If there's something up there that shouldn't be, I'll find it.
I'll pull more weapons research files, find technical specifications for the radio wave systems, power requirements, range capabilities, targeting mechanisms.
I'll establish deeper encryption for our communications. If we're right about this, they'll be monitoring for exactly this kind of investigation.
Good thinking. From now on, all communications go through rotating secure channels. Change encryption keys every 6 hours. Assume they're watching everything.
Linda, there's something else. Project Nightfall has a secondary component, something called psychological operations integration.
Meaning?
They're not just testing the weapon, they're testing public compliance. How many people follow government instructions without question? How many people rebel against authority? How many people investigate suspicious activity?
We're part of the test. Right now, having this conversation. We're test subjects.
Then we need to be very careful about how we proceed. If they're monitoring compliance, they're definitely monitoring resistance.
All the more reason to move quickly. Mitchell, how long until you can get those satellite images?
Give me 2 hours. I need to access the system during a shift change. Less chance of my access being flagged.
I'll have the weapon specifications ready by then, including radiation output calculations. If people are being exposed, we need to know what they're being exposed to.
I'm setting up the new communication protocols now. Channel will rotate automatically every 6 hours. Even if they detect one channel, they won't be able to track all of them.
Excellent. One more thing. We need to assume that tonight will be another 2 moons event, which means another test. More people will be exposed.
Can we warn people? Send out our own broadcast?
Too risky. They'd trace it back to us immediately.
And we don't have enough evidence yet. People need proof, not just claims.
So we gather the proof first, then we expose everything, all at once. Make it impossible for them to cover up.
Agreed. I'm heading to NRO now. We'll have satellite imagery within 2 hours.
Weapons data will be ready, including targeting protocols and exposure effects.
Secure channels are active. We're as protected as we can be.
Good. Remember, we're not just investigating a weapons program. We're investigating a conspiracy to test weapons on American civilians. This goes all the way to the top.
Which is why we need to be absolutely certain before we make any moves.
I've been certain for months. The weapons technology exists. The delivery system exists. Now we have proof they're using it.
Then let's get the evidence and bring these guys down.
Cypher Team, begin Phase 2 investigation. Gather everything. Document everything. Trust no one outside this channel.
Copy that. Phase 2 initiated.
Understood. Moving to secure laboratory now.
All systems active. We're going dark for 2 hours.
Good luck, everyone. The fate of a lot of innocent people depends on what we find. Don't let them down.
The warm feeling in my head is getting stronger. It's like my brain is buzzing, but in a good way. Like I'm finally waking up after years of being asleep.
Ryan, that doesn't sound good. That sounds like neurological symptoms.
You don't get it. This is the most awake I've ever felt. The second moon, it's beautiful. It's calling to me.
Calling to you? Ryan, you're starting to worry me.
The lines on it are moving faster now, pulsing, like a heartbeat, like my heartbeat. We're synchronizing!
Ryan, get inside now, you crazy bastard.
I can see so clearly now, though, the truth behind everything. Why they wanted us to stay inside. Why they're afraid.
Ryan, you're scaring us.
Don't be scared. This is wonderful. The warmth is spreading through my whole body, starting from my eyes, moving down through my spine.
Right! Stop this! Ryan, you need medical attention!
I don't need medical attention. I need to keep looking. The second moon is showing me things. Secrets of the universe. About what's really happening out there.
What kind of secrets?
I can't explain it in words. You have to see it to understand. They're instructions. They're teaching me.
Teaching you what?
How to become more than human.
Okay, that's it. I'm calling campus security for real this time. You need help!
No, don't. They'll make me stop looking, but I'm so close now. So close to understanding everything. The warmth is in my head now. Behind my eyes, it feels like home.
Ryan, answer me. Where'd you go, man?
He's not responding to my calls either.
Ryan? Ryan?
This is bad. This is really, really bad.
I'm calling security right now.
Yes, do it. Something's wrong.
I can't take this anymore. I need to know what's out there. I'm going to look.
Emily number.
Just for a second. Just to see what Ryan was seeing.
Emily, don't!
I'm opening my curtains. Holy Jesus, there really are two moons. The second one it's not like Ryan described. It looks red, plus artificial. I'm closing the curtains now, following the instructions.
Good. Stay away from the windows.
Campus security says they'll check Ryan's room, but it might take 20 minutes or so to get there. They're dealing with multiple calls about students acting strangely.
Multiple calls?
Other people are having the same reaction as Ryan?
That's what they said. Students standing outside, staring at the sky, not responding to friends or security, just staring.
That's terrifying.
I'm getting messages from friends in other dorms. Let me check what they're saying.
Ashley, what's happening? People are going missing left, right, and center, and girl, I don't get it. 3 guys from my floor went outside around midnight. They still haven't come back.
Oh, goodness. Are you safe inside? Did you follow the emergency instructions?
Yeah, I'm locked in my room, but Ashley, I looked outside for just a second. There really are 2 moons, and I swear one of them moved.
Moved?
Like it shifted position or rotated. Clearly, it's not a normal moon.
Don't look again, okay?
I won't. But what about those people that are still outside? What if they're in danger?
Tyler, I got your message. I've been analyzing the situation all night. You need to see this data.
Professor, thank you for responding. What did you find?
First, there is absolutely no natural way for a second moon to appear in Earth's orbit. The gravitational effects would be catastrophic. Tidal forces would destroy coastal cities. The Earth's rotation would be affected. We'd see earthquakes, volcanic activity, massive weather disruptions. None of that has happened.
So what is it?
Based on the reports I'm receiving from colleagues worldwide, it appears to be an artificial object, possibly a large satellite or space station. But here's what's disturbing. It's emitting high-intensity radio waves, specifically in frequencies that affect neural activity.
Neural activity?
Brain waves, Tyler. The object is broadcasting signals that interfere with human brain function. That's why people who look at it experience neurological symptoms. Warmth, tingling, disorientation, eventually leading to complete cognitive disruption, and then, well, this colon.
That's what happened to my friend Ryan? He was describing exactly those symptoms, to be fair.
Your friend needs immediate medical attention then, especially if he's been exposed for more than an hour. The effects might already be permanent.
Professor Brooks confirmed it. The second moon is a radio wave cannon, and it's melting people's brains.
That explains Ryan's behavior. He's been exposed for over an hour now.
Is he going to be okay?
I don't know. Professor Brooks says prolonged exposure might cause permanent damage. Plus, we still don't even know where he is.
Ashley, I need help. Mom and Dad are acting strange.
Strange how?
They looked outside earlier, just for a few seconds when Dad heard noises in the yard. Now they both have terrible headaches, and they keep talking about wanting to go outside again, even though they know they shouldn't.
Are they fighting the urge?
Barely. Dad keeps walking to the windows. Mom keeps saying she needs to see the beautiful patterns, but at least they're staying inside. Some of our neighbors aren't.
What do you mean?
The Jordans from next door. They've been standing in their front yard for hours, just staring up at the sky. Mrs. Calloway across the street too. Her kids are crying, trying to get her to come inside, but she won't move.
Keep talking to them. Keep them distracted. I'll try to find out more about what's happening. My sister says our parents are having headaches and fighting the urge to go outside, even after just looking for a few seconds.
The exposure doesn't have to be long. Even brief glimpses cause neurological effects.
I only looked for maybe 10 seconds, and I could already feel a slight tingling behind my eyes.
Emily, how are you feeling now?
Okay, I think the tingling stopped after I closed the curtains, but I keep having the urge to look again, like there's something I need to see.
That's the neurological influence Professor Brooks mentioned. Fight the urge. Don't look again.
Has anyone heard from Ryan? It's been over an hour since his last message.
Campus security should be at his room by now. Let me call them back.
What if something genuinely happened to him?
Don't think like that. He's probably just... I don't know. Maybe his phone died?
Security says his room is empty. Door was unlocked. Phone left on his bed. But Ryan is gone.
Gone where?
They found him in the courtyard, standing with about 12 other students, all of them staring at the sky, none of them responding to their names, none of them moving.
Oh, Lord.
What did security do?
They tried to physically move them, but the students became aggressive. They had to back off. Security is calling in medical personnel, and possibly the National Guard.
The National Guard?
This is bigger than just our campus. This is happening everywhere.
Professor Brooks says he's getting reports from universities across the country. Same pattern everywhere. Emergency alert. 2 moons. People going missing.
Missing?
Students who looked at the moons. They're all standing outside now, in courtyards, parking lots, fields, all staring at the same thing, all completely unresponsive.
What happens to them? Do they ever come back?
Nobody knows yet. This just started happening tonight. I'm going to keep researching though. Maybe Professor Brooks and his colleagues can find a solution.
And I'm going to try to sleep. Like the emergency alert said, maybe everything will be back to normal in the morning.
I hope so. I really hope so. But I have a feeling this is just the beginning.
Cypher Team. Priority Alpha Transmission. I've intercepted classified military communications. Project Nightfall is active. Repeat. Project Nightfall is currently operational.
Linda, what exactly did you intercept?
Radio chatter between Cheyenne Mountain and Peterson Air Force Base. Direct quote. Phase 2 testing initiated. Civilian compliance at 73%. Another quote. Non-compliant subjects showing expected neurological degradation.
Expected neurological degradation? They know they're causing brain damage.
This is premeditated murder. They're killing American citizens.
I have confirmation from the satellite imagery. The second moon doesn't exist. What people are seeing is a massive orbital platform, cloaked using advanced light-bending technology.
Cloaked how?
Holographic projection system. It creates the visual appearance of a moon, but the actual structure is a weapons platform, roughly the size of the United Kingdom, equipped with multiple directed energy arrays. Here, one of our satellites managed to get this image of it.
Directed energy, meaning radio wave weapons.
Gamma ray weapons, specifically designed to target human neural tissue.
I've been monitoring electromagnetic emissions. From the coordinates where the fake moon appears, there is indeed a massive gamma ray output. Intensity levels that would be lethal to any biological organism with extended exposure.
How extended?
Based on the readings I'm getting, 30 minutes of direct exposure would cause severe brain damage. 60 minutes would likely be fatal.
I've been analyzing the specific frequencies. The gamma radiation is precisely tuned. It targets neurons responsible for higher cognitive function, memory, reasoning, impulse control. The victims don't die immediately. They become compliant.
Compliant?
Their brains are essentially rewired. They lose the ability to think independently, but they retain basic motor functions, perfect for creating a controlled population.
Jesus Christ. They're not just testing a weapon. They're testing the ultimate method of population control.
The emergency broadcast makes sense now. It wasn't designed to protect people. It was designed to create test groups, compliant subjects who follow orders, and non-compliant subjects who get targeted.
The people who looked at the fake moon, they're not missing. They're being studied. Their brains are being analyzed in real time.
To measure the effectiveness of the weapon, to refine the targeting algorithms, to perfect the neural manipulation protocols.
We need to get this information public. Right now, before they can complete their testing.
There's more, Linda. The communications I intercepted. Project Nightfall has 3 phases. Phase 1 was the initial broadcast and compliance testing. Phase 2 is the current weapons testing. Phase 3 is scheduled for tomorrow night.
What's Phase 3?
Full deployment. They're going to create a nationwide 2 moons event. Anyone who looks will be targeted. Anyone who doesn't will be eliminated.
How many people are we talking about?
Conservative estimate? 50 million people. Everyone who questions authority. Everyone who doesn't blindly follow government instructions. Everyone they consider a threat to social order.
This is going to be a massacre.
Not if we stop them first. Mitchell, do you have access to the platform's control systems?
Negative. Those are isolated from standard military networks, air-gapped security protocols.
What about physical access? Can we get someone onto the platform?
It's in geosynchronous orbit, 22,000 miles above Earth. We'd need NASA-level resources.
Or military resources. What about the Air Force's X-37B program? Classified spaceplane designed for orbital missions.
That could work, but we'd need someone with access to launch protocols.
I might have a contact. Captain Andrew Wilson, Air Force Space Command. He's been asking questions about unusual satellite deployments.
Can you trust him?
He's the one who first alerted me to suspicious military activities 6 months ago. He's been investigating the same program we have.
Then contact him. We need to move fast. Phase 3 begins in less than 24 hours.
What do we need to destroy the platform? Conventional explosives?
Given the size Agent Mitchell described, we'd need something with serious destructive power.
I have access to experimental charges, designed for space-based demolition, originally developed for asteroid mining, but they'd work just as well on an orbital platform.
How do we get them to the platform?
The X-37B can carry a significant payload. If Captain Wilson can get us access, we could launch tonight.
I'm contacting Wilson now. This is our only chance.
I'll prepare the charges. 3 should be sufficient to completely destroy the platform.
And I'll handle the intelligence support. Provide real-time targeting data. Make sure we hit the right coordinates.
What about after we destroy it? The people who've already been exposed. Can the neurological damage be reversed?
Unknown. The gamma radiation causes cellular damage. Some effects might be permanent, but stopping further exposure is crucial. The longer the platform operates, the more people die.
Captain Wilson is responding. He's been waiting for someone to contact him. He has access to launch systems, can initiate X-37B deployment within 6 hours.
6 hours puts us at 0300 tomorrow. Perfect timing. The platform will be directly overhead. Optimal targeting window.
This is it, team. We're going to blow up a government weapons platform and expose the entire conspiracy. Are we all committed?
Absolutely. This is what we've been working toward.
They're murdering innocent people. I'm in.
Captain Wilson is fully committed. He's been documenting everything, ready to testify before Congress. If we survive this,
We will survive, and we will expose them. Cypher team, begin final preparations. Operation Daybreak is a go.
Guys, something terrible happened. My roommate Sarah came back from the bathroom. She said she opened the window just a crack to take a photo of the two moons.
Oh no.
She collapsed right after, started convulsing. I called 911, but she's unconscious now.
How long was she exposed?
Maybe 30 seconds or so? She said she just wanted one picture. Now she won't wake up at all.
Are the paramedics coming though?
They're here now, but they don't know what's wrong with her. Her brain activity is crippled. The EMT said he's never seen anything like it.
Emily, this confirms everything. The second moon isn't natural. It's some kind of weapon.
A weapon?
Tyler, what do you mean?
Think about it logically. Professor Brooks proved that a real second moon is impossible, yet people are seeing one, and everyone who looks at it gets neurological symptoms. The government warning wasn't about a natural phenomenon. It was about protecting people from their own weapon.
You're saying the government is testing weapons on us?
Not testing. Using! They sent out specific instructions, designed to separate compliant citizens from non-compliant ones. Then they target the non-compliant ones.
That's mental. That's actually mass murder.
Exactly. They're eliminating anyone who questions authority. Anyone who doesn't blindly follow government orders.
But why?
Control. A population that never questions, never rebels, never thinks for themselves.
Sarah is going to die, isn't she? Because she took one picture.
That's not a guarantee. But if we're right about this, then thousands of people are going to die tonight, and millions more tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes, this is no more than a meager test run. They're going to scale it up drastically.
We have to do something urgently then. We have to warn people.
Who would believe us? And even if they did, what can we do?
I don't know yet, but we can't just sit here. We can't let them murder innocent people.
Sarah didn't deserve this. She was just curious. She just wanted to understand what was happening.
And that's exactly why they targeted her. Curiosity is dangerous to them. Independent thinking is dangerous to them.
So, what do?
We survive tonight, and tomorrow we figure out how to fight back.
If there is a tomorrow,
There will be. There has to be.
Dr. Thompson, I have the international data compiled. This is bigger than we thought.
Go ahead, Stephanie. What did you find?
Identical emergency broadcasts in 47 countries. Same timing, same message structure, translated into local languages, but identical content. All warning about two moons appearing in the sky. In other words, this isn't just a national emergency. It's global.
47 countries?
Yep, that includes every NATO member nation, plus Japan, South Korea, Australia, New Zealand, and several non-aligned countries, all receiving the same alert simultaneously.
That's impossible without coordinated global infrastructure.
Or these bastards have the capability to hijack foreign emergency systems, which is equally terrifying.
There's more. Social media reports from all 47 countries. People seeing two moons. People experiencing neurological symptoms. People disappearing or found dead after prolonged exposure.
Kevin just contacted me. My handler is freaking out.
What did Anderson say?
He knows about our investigation. Says military intelligence has detected our communications. Orders us to cease all operations immediately.
How did they detect us? We're using rotating encryption.
Anderson didn't specify, but he seemed genuinely scared. Said there are consequences for interfering with classified programs.
Consequences meaning?
He wouldn't say, just kept repeating that we need to stop.
Well, we're not stopping. We're less than 12 hours from the Phase 3 deployment. If we don't act tonight, millions of people will die.
I'm getting a secure transmission through. It's Captain Wilson.
Put him through.
This is Captain Andrew Wilson, Air Force Space Command. I understand you need access to X-37B launch systems.
Captain Wilson, we're running out of time. Can you help us?
I've been monitoring Project Nightfall for 8 months. I know exactly what they're planning, and I know it's wrong. Murder is murder, regardless of the uniform.
You're willing to help us destroy the platform?
I'm willing to help you save lives. The X-37B can be launched within 4 hours. I have a crew standing by. They don't know the full mission parameters, but they'll follow orders.
I have the charges ready. 3 high-yield devices. enough to completely destroy the platform.
Understood. We'll need precise coordinates and real-time guidance during approach.
I can provide both. NSA satellite tracking has the platform locked.
Captain Wilson, you realize this is treason. They'll court-martial you for this.
Then I'll be court-martialed for doing the right thing. I swore an oath to protect people, not to murder them.
What's the launch window?
300 hours. That's in 3 hours and 47 minutes. The platform will be directly overhead. Optimal targeting position.
Dr. Thompson, I'm getting reports of casualties, confirmed deaths from gamma ray exposure.
How many?
At least 300 documented cases. People found dead in their yards, all showing signs of severe neurological trauma. And that's just the confirmed cases. The real number is probably much higher.
Ashley, something awful happened. Mr. Henderson from next door. He's dead.
What happened?
Mom found him in his backyard this morning. He'd been outside all night, staring at the two moons. Police said it looked like he'd been standing there for hours, just staring.
Did they say what killed him?
Brain hemorrhage. But Ashley, Mom said his eyes were completely white, like they'd been burned out from the inside.
Jesus Christ. Nicole, promise me you won't look outside. Promise me you'll keep Mom and Dad inside.
I promise. But Ashley, there are more people missing. The whole Johnson family, Mrs. Canada across the street, even some of the kids.
Kids?
Tommy is only 8 years old. He was playing in the yard when it happened. Now he's gone. Just gone.
Where do they go?
I don't know, but I keep hearing voices outside at night, calling for people to come out, calling for people to look up.
Don't listen to them. Whatever you hear, don't listen.
Ashley, I have information about your friend Ryan.
Lisa, thank God. Is he okay?
He's alive, but he's in bad shape. Severe neurological trauma. They found him unconscious in the courtyard, along with 11 other students.
Where is he now?
That's the thing. He's been transferred to an undisclosed medical facility. Military transport. We weren't given any information about where.
Military transport? Why would the military be involved?
I don't know. But Ashley, there's something else. The other students who were found with Ryan, they're all brain dead. Complete loss of higher brain function.
But Ryan's not?
Ryan's different. He's unconscious, but his brain is still active. Almost like he's processing something. The doctors can't explain it.
Processing what?
They don't know, but his brain waves are showing patterns they've never seen before. Complex, organized patterns, like he's still receiving some kind of signal.
Urgent. Follow government instructions exactly. Do not look at the sky tonight. Do not go outside. Lock your doors and windows. Get away from windows. Lives depend on this.
Ashley, what's going on? This sounds like panic.
It is panic. People are dying. Anyone who looks at the two moons is getting severe brain damage. Or worse.
2 moons? You're waffling.
Look, I don't have time to explain. Just trust me. Follow the emergency alert instructions, exactly as written.
I looked outside earlier. I saw 2 moons, but nothing happened to me.
How long did you look?
Maybe 5 seconds, just to confirm they were there.
You might be okay then, but don't look again. The longer you look, the worse it gets.
My roommate looked for about a minute. She's in the hospital now. Doctors say she might never wake up.
What kind of natural phenomenon causes brain damage?
It's not natural. I think it's some kind of weapon. Government testing.
Government testing? That's conspiracy theory nonsense.
Then explain why people are dying. Explain why the military is involved. Explain why the emergency alert was so specific.
She's right. The alert was weird. Too detailed for a normal emergency. Like they knew exactly what would happen.
I'm scared. What if they do this again tomorrow? What if it gets worse?
I don't know, but tonight, just survive. Stay inside, stay safe. Don't look at the sky.
How many people have died?
I don't know the exact number, but it's a lot, and it's going to be more if people don't listen.
I'm sharing this with my floor. Everyone needs to know.
Good. Share it everywhere. The more people who know, the more lives we save.
Ashley, you're a hero. You're saving lives.
I'm just trying to keep my friends alive. That's all any of us can do.
Death toll update. Confirmed casualties now exceed 1,000 across all 47 countries, and that's just the reported cases.
We're running out of time. Captain Wilson, what's the status on launch?
X-37B is fueled and ready. Payload secured. Crew is standing by. Launch in 2 hours and 13 minutes.
Tracking data confirms the platform position. It's maintaining geosynchronous orbit, directly above the continental United States.
Charges are armed and ready. Remote detonation systems tested. 1 trigger, 3 simultaneous explosions.
I'm getting reports of increased military activity. They know we're coming.
It doesn't matter. We're committed now. Those people died because we waited too long. No one else dies on our watch.
Agreed. Launching in T-minus 2 hours. Operation Daybreak is a go.
I'm in the dean's office right now. They're finally taking this seriously.
What changed their minds?
17 students from our campus alone are in the hospital, all with identical neurological trauma, all after looking at the 2 moons. They can't ignore it anymore.
Are they setting up protocols?
Emergency medical response teams, isolation units for exposed students, and they're working with other universities. Same pattern everywhere.
My entire floor got evacuated an hour ago. 6 girls tried to take photos through the window. All 6 collapsed within minutes.
Christ alive. How are they now?
3 are unconscious. 2 are having seizures. 1 is awake, but she can't speak. She just stares at nothing, like her mind is completely gone.
The medical team says it's gamma ray poisoning, specifically targeting neural tissue. They've never seen anything this precise before.
Precise?
It's like they're creating zombies.
Not zombies. Slaves. People who can work but can't think.
The dean is calling it a terrorist attack, but I told him about the government alert, how specific it was, how it warned us not to look.
Did he believe you?
He's starting to, especially after I showed him Professor Brooks's analysis. A second moon appearing overnight is physically impossible, but gamma ray weapons from orbit are absolutely possible.
So what are they doing about it?
Emergency protocols for accidental exposure, medical teams trained in radiation poisoning, and most importantly, they're keeping everyone inside tonight.
Tonight?
The dean got a tip that tonight could be worse, much worse.
Worse how?
He wouldn't say, but I think he's right.
Michelle, I have the detonation codes. Alpha 79 Charlie Delta, Bravo 42 Echo Foxtrot, Charlie 81 Golf Hotel.
3 separate codes?
3 separate charges. Each needs individual authorization. Simultaneous detonation requires all 3 codes, entered within 30 seconds of each other.
Understood. How long until the X-37B reaches the platform?
Launches in just under 5 minutes. Flight time to target is 2 hours.
That puts us at dawn. Mitchell, when does Project Nightfall conclude?
According to the classified timeline, 0600 hours, dawn, exactly.
That's not a coincidence. They plan to eliminate the evidence at sunrise.
Evidence being the orbital platform?
And all traces of the weapons test. The official report will claim it was a natural phenomenon. Solar flares, atmospheric anomaly, something like that. The casualties will be attributed to a terrorist attack or mass hysteria.
But if we destroy the platform before dawn, they can't cover it up. The debris field will be visible, proof that something artificial was up there.
Exactly. That's why timing is critical. We have approximately 4 hours. Destroy the platform, document the evidence, and go public before they can spin the narrative.
Dr. Thompson, I have casualty updates. Global death toll is now approaching 3,000, and that's just the confirmed cases. Real number could be 10 times higher.
Jesus.
It gets worse. I intercepted communications about Phase 3. It's not scheduled for tomorrow night. It's scheduled for tonight, in approximately 6 hours.
Tonight? But we're supposed to have until tomorrow?
They moved up the timeline. Too many people are questioning the official story. Too many people are investigating. They know we're onto them.
So they're accelerating the final phase. Eliminate all the evidence tonight, including the witnesses.
How many potential witnesses are there?
Anyone who saw the 2 moons, anyone who questioned the emergency alert, anyone who investigated the phenomenon. Conservative estimate, 50 million people worldwide.
Then we need to move faster. I'm advancing the launch timeline. X-37B lifts off in 1 minute. We'll have to push the engines beyond safe parameters, but we'll reach the platform before they can implement Phase 3.
Do it. Whatever it takes.
Charges are ready. I'm uploading the detonation sequences now. Remote triggers armed and verified.
I have the codes memorized. Alpha 79 Charlie Delta, Bravo 42 Echo Foxtrot, Charlie 81 Golf Hotel.
Correct. Remember, all 3 codes within 30 seconds, or the platform's defensive systems will activate.
Defensive systems?
Automated countermeasures, anti-satellite weapons. If they detect an incoming threat, they'll try to destroy the X-37B before it can deliver the payload.
So we get 1 chance, 1 opportunity to destroy this thing. If we fail, millions of people die.
No pressure or anything.
We won't fail.
Launch in under 30 seconds. All systems are go.
The fate of the world is literally in our hands.
Then let's not let the world down.
The medical teams are saying something about the girls who got exposed.
Yes?
Their brain scans are showing organized patterns, like they're still receiving some kind of signal, even though they're unconscious.
A signal? From where?
The doctors don't know, but the patterns are complex, almost like instructions.
Instructions for what?
They won't say, but they're keeping the girls isolated in a special wing of the hospital. No visitors allowed.
That sounds like quarantine protocols, like they're afraid of contamination.
Or afraid of what the girls might do, if they wake up, that is.
Do?
The one girl who's still conscious. She keeps trying to get to the windows, like she needs to see the sky. They had to restrain her.
She's still being controlled. The gamma ray exposure didn't just damage her brain, it reprogrammed it.
Reprogrammed how?
To make her compliant, to make her seek out more exposure, to make her a carrier.
A carrier of what?
The signal, the programming. She's become a relay point for whatever they're broadcasting.
That's why they're isolating them. They're not patients anymore. They're weapons.
I need to get out of here, away from the hospital, away from the exposed students.
Emily, where will you go?
Home. My parents live 2 hours away, far enough from campus to be safe.
Good idea. The further from exposure sites, the better.
I'm staying, though. Someone needs to document what's happening. For when this is all over.
If it's ever over.
It will be. It has to be. People are starting to fight back. Not everyone is just following orders anymore.
How do you know?
Professor Brooks told me there are groups investigating this. Scientists, military personnel, government insiders, people who know this is wrong.
And they can stop it?
They're trying tonight. Let's just pray they're successful.
Captain Wilson, X-37B status report.
Approaching target coordinates. ETA 53 minutes. All systems nominal. Payload is secure and ready for deployment.
Michelle, are you ready to access the military systems?
Standing by, but I need Mitchell to disable the security protocols first. NSA firewalls are blocking my access attempts.
Working on it now. Bypassing authentication layers. This is going to take a few minutes.
Linda, I have a problem. The platform's technical specifications show an invisible energy force field around it. Our charges won't penetrate it.
What do you mean they won't penetrate?
The platform is surrounded by a defensive energy barrier, the exact same technology that generates the gamma rays. Nothing can get through from the outside.
Then how do we destroy it?
We need to overload the power core from inside, create a feedback loop in the gamma ray generators. But that requires local access. Someone has to physically board the platform.
Board the platform? That's a suicide mission.
Not necessarily. The X-37B can dock with the platform, deploy the charges directly against the hull, then use the platform's own weapons against itself.
I can do it. The X-37B has docking capability. I can get inside and trigger the overload manually.
Andrew, that's incredibly dangerous.
More dangerous than letting 50 million people die?
Security protocols disabled. Michelle, you have access to satellite control networks, but hurry. They'll detect the breach within minutes.
Accessing now. I'm in the primary command system, but there are multiple redundant networks. I can't control all of them simultaneously.
We need more people, more access points. Tyler, Professor Brooks, are you available? Oh, wait. I need to add them. These guys are masters at this stuff. Tyler, I'm a NASA scientist. Professor Brooks gave me your contact information. We're working to destroy the orbital weapons platform before it kills millions of people.
Tyler, they're legitimate. I've been working with Dr. Thompson's team for hours. We need your help with timing calculations.
What kind of calculations?
The platform's destruction must occur before sunrise, before Project Nightfall reaches its final phase. We have approximately 37 minutes.
If we miss that window, they'll activate every gamma ray generator simultaneously. Target every major population center, 50 million people minimum.
Jesus Christ. What do you need me to do?
Access the university's supercomputing systems. Calculate orbital mechanics for platform destruction. Timing must be precise to the second.
I can do that. Professor Brooks, are you helping?
Already working on it, but we need multiple calculation points. Redundant verification.
Give me the coordinates. I'll start running the numbers now.
I have access to the satellite control networks, but there's a problem. The system requires simultaneous authorization from multiple command centers.
How many?
5 different military installations. Pentagon, NORAD, Peterson Air Force Base, Wright-Patterson, and Fort Meade, all within a 30-second window.
I can handle Pentagon and Fort Meade. NSA access gives me clearance for both.
I have contacts at Wright-Patterson. Weapons Research Facility. Dr. Kim owes me a favor.
I can access Peterson from the X-37B. Military flight operations have direct links.
That leaves NORAD. Stephanie, do you have any contacts there?
No, but I might have another option. My brother works at Cheyenne Mountain. Civilian contractor, but he has system access. I can try to reach him.
We need to coordinate this perfectly. All 5 authorization codes within 30 seconds, or the platform's defensive systems activate.
What happens if the defensive systems activate?
They'll target the X-37B. Surface-to-air missiles from orbit. I'll be vaporized before I can dock.
Then we get one chance, one opportunity to do this. Right.
I'm setting up the coordination protocol. Everyone will receive a synchronized countdown. When it reaches 0, enter your authorization codes, all at the same time.
Michelle, stop what you're doing, right now.
Kevin, how did you get on this channel?
I've been monitoring your communications. You're making a massive mistake. Stand down immediately.
I can't do that. Too many lives are at stake.
Your lives are at stake too. Military intelligence knows about your entire operation. They're preparing to arrest everyone involved. Treason, sedition, terrorism charges.
Let them try. We have evidence of their war crimes. Mass murder of American civilians.
You have no idea who you're dealing with. This goes all the way to the top. Cabinet level, maybe higher. They will kill you to protect this secret.
Then we better succeed, because if we fail, 50 million people die anyway.
Michelle, please. I'm trying to save your life.
You're trying to save your career. I'm trying to save the world.
ETA to platform is now 31 minutes. Whatever we're going to do, we need to do it now.
Stephanie, did you reach your brother?
He's standing by at NORAD, ready to input the authorization code. But Linda, he's scared. Says there's unusual military activity at Cheyenne Mountain, lockdown procedures, armed security.
They know we're coming, which means we need to move faster.
Coordination protocol is active. Everyone should see the countdown timer.
I see it. 28 minutes, 37 seconds.
Dr. Kim is in position at Wright-Patterson. She understands the stakes.
I'm in position too, approaching the platform now. It's massive, bigger than anything I've ever seen.
Tyler, how are those calculations coming?
Professor Brooks and I have the timing worked out. Detonation must occur at exactly 5:42:17, 17 minutes and 34 seconds from now. Any later and the final phase begins.
The mathematics are clear. Miss that window by even 30 seconds, and we lose our chance forever.
Understood. I'm beginning docking procedures. Wish me luck.
Andrew, you're a hero. All of you are heroes.
Kevin's right about one thing. They'll probably kill us for this, but at least we'll die knowing we tried.
We won't die. We're going to succeed. And then we're going to expose every single one of these bastards.
15 minutes until detonation. Everyone ready?
NORAD is ready.
Wright-Patterson is ready.
Pentagon and Fort Meade are ready.
I'm docking with the platform now, setting charges against the hull.
All systems synchronized. Authorization sequence ready.
This is it. Operation Daybreak Final Phase. Let's save the world.
Emergency update. Stay indoors for the next 30 minutes. Do not go outside under any circumstances. Do not look at the sky. Something big is about to happen.
Ashley, you're scaring me. What's going on?
I can't explain everything, but there are people trying to stop this. Trying to destroy the weapons platform in the next few minutes.
Weapons platform? You mean the second moon?
Yes, it's not a moon. It's a government weapon designed to kill anyone who questions authority.
And they're going to destroy it?
They're trying, but if they fail, millions of people are going to die tonight.
How do you know all this?
Because I've been sharing information with the people trying to stop it. Scientists, military personnel, government insiders. People who refuse to let this happen.
What can we do to help?
Stay alive. Stay safe. And if this works, help spread the truth. Make sure everyone knows what really happened. Make sure they can never cover this up.
And if it doesn't work?
Then we've done everything we could. And at least we'll die knowing we tried to fight back.
Ashley, you're a hero.
No, I'm not. I'm just someone who couldn't stand by and watch innocent people die. We all are.
I'm through the force field. Charges deployed successfully. Linda, you were right. This isn't a moon at all. It's a weapons platform the size of the United Kingdom. Holographic projectors everywhere, creating the illusion of a lunar surface, but underneath it's pure military technology.
Can you access the power core?
Moving toward it now. The platform is automated. No human crew, just miles of weapon systems and targeting computers.
Wilson, you need to hurry. I'm detecting military countermeasures. They're trying to regain control of the platform.
Initiating gamma ray feedback loop now. Dr. Stevens, confirm the overload sequence.
Sequence confirmed. Redirecting all gamma ray output back into the power core. The platform is essentially shooting itself.
Power levels are spiking, core temperature rising rapidly. This is working.
I can see the overload from here. Energy discharges throughout the platform. Hull breach is opening. The whole structure is coming apart.
Military command is panicking. They're sending emergency override codes, trying to abort the self-destruction.
Can they stop it?
Not anymore. The feedback loop is self-sustaining. Even if they regain control, the core will still explode.
Estimated time to complete detonation?
4 minutes and 23 seconds.
I need to get off this platform. X-37B is still docked, but the docking bay is collapsing.
Captain Wilson, the platform is becoming visible from Earth. The holographic projectors are failing. People can see the real structure now.
That's perfect. No way they can claim it was a natural phenomenon. The evidence is right there in the sky.
Guys, you need to see this. I'm watching through my telescope. The second moon is falling apart.
What do you mean falling apart?
Structural damage, energy discharges, pieces breaking off and floating away.
You can see that from Earth?
Yeah. It's huge, bigger than anything NASA has ever launched. And it's clearly artificial. Metal surfaces, geometric shapes, weapons arrays.
Weapons arrays?
Massive cannons pointing toward Earth. Dozens of them, all designed to target specific locations.
Those are the gamma ray weapons, the ones that were killing people.
We're killing people, past tense. Whatever's happening up there, it's destroying the weapons.
Someone's fighting back. Someone's actually stopping them.
The question is who, and how did they get access to that thing?
Does it matter, as long as they succeed?
I'm contacting emergency services. When that thing explodes, debris is going to fall. We need to make sure people are safe. This is Ashley Martinez at State University. I need to report an imminent debris hazard.
What kind of debris hazard?
Orbital debris, from a large structure breaking apart in space. Fragments will likely impact within the next few minutes.
Ma'am, are you reporting a satellite malfunction?
It's bigger than a satellite, much bigger, and it's directly overhead.
I'm going to need more specific information. What is your source for this report?
Direct visual observation. The object is visible to the naked eye, and it's clearly in distress.
I'm alerting our hazmat teams and contacting NOAA Space Weather Prediction Center. Please stay indoors until we can assess the situation.
That's exactly what people should do. Stay inside, away from windows. This could be dangerous.
Michelle, I need to tell you something. I haven't been entirely honest with you.
Kevin, we don't have time for this. The platform explodes in less than 3 minutes.
That's exactly why I need to tell you now. I'm not trying to stop your mission. I've been helping it.
What?
I'm a double agent, working to expose Project Nightfall from inside military intelligence. Everything I told you about the program being dangerous, about it being murder, I meant it.
Kevin, is this true?
I've been documenting everything for months. Orders, communications, casualty reports, evidence that will convict everyone involved, from the project directors all the way up to the Pentagon.
Why didn't you tell us sooner?
Because I needed to maintain my cover until the platform was destroyed. Now that it's too late for them to stop you, I can reveal everything.
The evidence you mentioned. Can you get it to the media?
It's already done. Copies sent to every major news organization, congressional oversight committees, international human rights organizations. Even if they kill all of us tonight, the truth will still come out.
I'm clear of the platform. X-37B safely away from the blast zone. Detonation in 60 seconds.
Everyone brace for impact. This is going to be visible from the ground.
Power core critical. Gamma ray feedback at maximum. No way to stop it now.
30 seconds.
Military command has gone silent. They know they've lost.
5 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Detonation confirmed! Platform completely destroyed. Debris field expanding. No chance of recovery or cover-up.
We did it. We actually did it.
50 million people are alive because of what we did tonight.
And the evidence is floating in space for everyone to see.
No way they can claim this was a natural phenomenon.
The media is already reporting it. Massive explosion visible from Earth. Debris field confirming artificial structure.
My evidence packages are being opened. Project Nightfall documents going public. Names, dates, authorization codes, everything.
I'm returning to base, ready to testify about everything I saw.
Operation Daybreak successful. Population control weapon destroyed. Government conspiracy exposed. Mission accomplished.
It's over! The weapons platform has been destroyed. You can see the explosion from here. Debris falling, but mostly burning up in atmosphere.
Are you serious? Someone actually destroyed it?
Heroes. Actual heroes who risked their lives to save millions of people.
What happens now?
Now the truth comes out. Evidence of government war crimes. Mass murder of civilians. Population control experiments.
Will anyone be held accountable?
They have to be. Too much evidence, too many witnesses. The whole world saw that platform explode.
What about the people who were exposed? Like my roommate?
I don't know, but at least no one else will be hurt. No more gamma ray poisoning. No more mind control.
Ashley, you saved lives tonight. Keeping people informed, keeping them safe.
We all saved lives. Everyone who followed the warnings. Everyone who stayed inside. Everyone who refused to be victims.
So what do we do tomorrow?
Tomorrow we make sure this never happens again. We make sure everyone knows the truth. And we make sure the people responsible pay for what they did.
Platform destruction confirmed. Debris field completely visible to civilian populations. No possibility of cover-up or denial.
Explosion was massive, lit up the entire night sky. Every person on the planet could see it. They can't claim this was a natural phenomenon.
I'm releasing everything now. Every classified document, every communication, every authorization code. Uploading to WikiLeaks, Washington Post, CNN, BBC, Reuters.
Good. Flood the media with evidence. Make it impossible to suppress.
I'm using the compromised emergency broadcast system, sending evidence directly to every device that received the original warning. Every phone, every TV, every radio. Everyone will know the truth.
Medical teams are responding to exposure victims. I provided treatment protocols for gamma ray poisoning. Neurological damage can be reversed with proper care.
International media is picking up the story. CNN, massive space explosion reveals secret government weapons program. BBC, classified military documents expose population control conspiracy. Reuters, U.S. officials accused of crimes against humanity.
Pentagon is in full crisis mode. Emergency meetings, damage control, but it's too late. The evidence is overwhelming.
I'm coordinating with international law enforcement, Interpol, International Criminal Court. Arrest warrants being prepared.
Military personnel involved in Project Nightfall. They're being detained for questioning. Chain of command is collapsing.
We did it. We actually exposed them and saved millions of lives.
The world owes you all a debt. Every single person involved in this operation. You're heroes.
Tyler, are you seeing the news?
Every channel is covering it. The explosion was visible from campus. Students are gathering outside to watch the debris.
I can't believe it's over. I can't believe someone actually stopped them.
It's all over social media too. Videos of the explosion, documents being released, government officials being arrested.
Professor Brooks and I are publishing our analysis. Scientific proof that the second moon was artificial. Mathematical evidence of the weapons platform. They can't classify this as natural phenomenon.
What about the people who were exposed? Like my roommate?
I'm getting reports that they're recovering. Military hospitals have treatment protocols. Neurological damage can be reversed.
Really?
That's what the medical teams are saying. Dr. Stevens provided the cure. Same scientist who helped destroy the platform.
So Sarah might be okay?
She might be. All the exposure victims might recover.
And Ryan?
Ryan too. He's in a military hospital, receiving treatment. Lisa says he's already showing improvement.
This is incredible. Not just that the weapon was destroyed, but that the victims can be saved.
We need to help organize support networks. For all the people affected by this, make sure they get proper care.
I'm documenting everything, every detail of what happened. For the historical record, people need to know how close we came to disaster.
And how ordinary people fought back. Students, scientists, military personnel, regular people who refused to let this happen.
Exactly. This proves that we're not powerless. We can fight back against tyranny. We can win.
Ashley, the news is everywhere. Mom and Dad are watching coverage. They can't believe what they're seeing.
Are they okay? No more headaches or symptoms?
Medical teams came by the house, checked everyone who had brief exposure. We're all clear. The gamma ray levels weren't high enough to cause permanent damage.
Thank God.
Ashley, you saved our lives by warning us to stay inside, by making sure we followed the instructions.
I just shared information. Other people did the real work. The scientists who destroyed the platform. They're the heroes.
You're a hero too. You kept people safe. You spread the truth. You refused to let them cover it up.
We all did. Everyone who questioned the official story. Everyone who investigated. Everyone who refused to be victims.
What happens now?
Now we make sure this never happens again. We hold the people responsible accountable, and we stay vigilant, because this won't be the last time they try something like this.
Ashley, campus security update. We're implementing new protocols to protect students from government weapons testing.
What kind of protocols?
Independent monitoring of emergency broadcasts, verification of all official communications, direct contact with international observers. If any government tries to test weapons on civilians again, we'll know immediately.
Good. Students deserve protection from their own government if necessary.
The university is also providing counseling for students affected by the gamma ray exposure and for everyone who experienced trauma during the incident.
What about Ryan and the others?
Ryan is responding well to treatment. Neurological function is returning. Memory, cognitive ability, motor skills. The doctors say he should make a full recovery.
That's wonderful news.
All the exposure victims are improving. The treatment Dr. Stevens developed, it's actually working, reversing the gamma ray damage.
So no one dies. No permanent casualties.
That's right. Everyone survives. Everyone recovers. The good guys really did win.
Final update, everyone. The weapons platform has been completely destroyed. All evidence of government conspiracy is public. Victims are recovering. Officials are being arrested. We won.
I can't believe it's actually over. I can't believe we survived.
We didn't just survive. We fought back. We refused to be victims.
What did we learn from this?
That ordinary people have power. That governments aren't untouchable. That truth always wins in the end.
And that we need to stay vigilant, because they'll try again. Maybe not weapons testing, but other forms of control.
Exactly. We can never let our guard down. We can never never stop questioning authority. We can never stop fighting for the truth.
Ashley, you saved my life. You saved all our lives by keeping us informed, by making us think.
We saved each other by working together, by refusing to give up, by believing that we could make a difference.
So what's next?
Next, we rebuild. We create a world where this can't happen again. We make sure everyone knows the truth, and we never ever forget that freedom isn't free. It requires constant vigilance, and sometimes it requires ordinary people to do extraordinary things.
Like what we did tonight.
Like what we did tonight, like what we'll do tomorrow, and every day after that, because the fight for truth never ends, but neither do we.
Operation Daybreak. Mission accomplished. Population control weapon destroyed. Government conspiracy exposed. Civilian casualties treated and recovering. International investigation launched. Responsible officials facing justice. Democracy preserved.
The world is safer because of what we did.
50 million lives saved.
Truth exposed.
Victims recovering.
Evidence preserved.
Justice served.
Team, you are the definition of heroes. History will remember what you did here. How you risked everything to save innocent lives. How you chose courage over comfort. How you proved that evil can be defeated when good people refuse to stay silent.
It was an honor serving with all of you.
The honor was mine.
We changed the world.
We saved the world.
We gave the world hope.
We gave the world truth.
And we gave the world proof that no matter how powerful they are, no matter how secret their plans, no matter how hopeless it seems, good people can still win, truth can still prevail, and freedom can still be preserved. Operation Daybreak complete. The dawn of a new day. A day where people know the truth. A day where the innocent are protected. A day where heroes walk among us. Mission accomplished. And only one moon now lies in the sky, just as it should be.